We are back in our Buildersaurus kitchen. Things are smelling good. We are with Joseph Wrede, and you know, Joseph is going to be competing in the Harvest Festival competition, so we'll get to that. Of course, he is the executive chef of the newly reopened Palace Restaurant and Saloon in Santa Fe, and our Cows viewers may recognize him from Joseph's Table, which he owned from 1995 to 2009, and Food and Wine magazine named you the best new chef of 2000 in that magazine. But you're not a new chef anymore, not even close. You've actually received Wine Spectator's Award of Excellence and made the Institute of Culinary Education's 2006 Wall of Fame. So we are so honored to have you. And of course, we are so excited to welcome some very special other people as well. And they are your kids. Fallon. Hi, Fallon.
Hi.
You look so pretty today.
Thank you.
And where's Dashiell? Hey, what's up? Good to have you guys here. We want to talk about cooking with kids. We just talked about it with Michelle a little bit, but why do you feel it's so important for kids to learn how to cook, you know, and find their way around the kitchen at a young age?
Well, it's a life skill that they'll use for their entire life.
True.
So if you kind of build those skills, by the time they're an adult or a young adult, they're going to be eating whole foods, eating maybe healthier, having a better palate. You know, food is a little bit of medicine, so hopefully they'll be eating well and feeling well. Yeah,
and I'll tell you what, you guys, I mean, seriously, I wish I learned how to cook when I was even younger, because whether you're living by yourself and you want to be able to cook for yourself, or whether you meet a nice woman one day and you meet a nice man, you want to be able to cook for them and take care of a family, and so you already have those skills in the bag, so it's really nice. And tell me if you guys really like cooking. Do you like it?
Yeah.
Yeah? Just a little? You're learning.
He makes a great guaguacamole.
Well, I want to try that, Dashiell.
Next time, huh?
What about you, Fallon? Do you like it?
Yeah.
What's your favorite thing to cook?
Pancake.
Oh, love pancake. I'm the worst pancake maker, though. I have to tell you, you might have to give me a lesson or two, because I need some help. Now, you are competing in the Chef Showdown, as I mentioned.
That's true, yeah.
So let's talk a little bit about that challenge.
It's actually the first chef competition I've ever done, so I'm a little bit nervous, I suppose, but it'll be exciting, and those are skills that I have, that I live by, so I'm sure it'll go well.
Are you guys going to root for Dad? Are you going to be the cheerleading section? You guys
are root for me.
and you know, we just mentioned you reopened the legendary Palace Restaurant and Saloon, so you know, let's talk a little bit about it, because it has a very colorful history.
Right, it's been a saloon since 1879.
Wow.
It's been a kind of Italian theme restaurant since the 60s, and it's just, the energy in there is just amazing, and it's a great place to dine and hang out and have lunch, have dinner.
It used to be a brothel, right?
That's what, yeah, you just said it, you know.
I said it, you didn't.
Cooking with kids.
I just wanted to say things have really changed.
Yeah.
Things have really changed. What's on the menu?
We're trying to do contemporary Italian, but you know, it's American food is now food from around the world.
It is. It really is. There's a fusion, right?
Yeah, there's a fusion with without all of the kind of hesitation or fear that you're going to be eating something that you're completely unfamiliar with. So we kind of theme it in Italian food, but we have New Mexican themes and things of that nature.
Well, Italian's my favorite, in case you didn't know. So what are you making for us today?
We're doing a really quick pasta, and how easy it is to make pasta, and how it's fun for kids. We've just measured out some flour, about a cup of flour, a cup of semolina flour, and 1 egg.
Do you like to use brown eggs better than white? Organic, usually?
Yeah, I like to use organic eggs. I like to use organic ingredients just because they tend to be riper. They tend to be closer to the source. It's a little easier to make the food taste better. So that's the motivation there, is always kind of... And one important thing when you're adding your flour and your semolina and your eggs and your water is to add salt. Salt is going to give that flour flavor. I like to use a kosher salt, or sea salt, and then really it's just a matter of just mixing it together, and you can see that it's starting to form.
Already,
Really simple.
Now, do the kids help out with measuring out the ingredients and getting all the prep work done, or do they like to get to the real meat of it and just mix it up?
I mean, what do you say?
What's your favorite thing, you guys?
I like stirring.
You like stirring? What do you like, Fallon?
I like stirring and making the pasta with the flour.
Making the pasta with, when you get to roll it out. Oh, I love that. That's so much fun.
And you know, you really don't have to work. I mean, you can continue to add, you can turn it into an egg pasta, continue to add more egg.
Okay.
You can add more water. It's not like it's an exact science.
Sure.
And as long as you kind of get it into its form, into a ball, it's so simple.
Wow. See, but you do make it look easy. Doesn't he make it look easy?
It is easy. It really is. And you can form it and let that rest for about 20 minutes, wrap it, let it sit to the side.
Okay.
We have boiling water, or we did have boiling water.
Well, it smells really good, by the way. Is that tomato sauce you're making with this?
This is a tomato sauce that is so simple to make. Everyone should do it at home, especially at this time of the year. We're starting to move out of the tomato season, but they're definitely still available. Look at that. That came out of the market yesterday.
Wow.
Came off the vine somewhere in New Mexico probably a few days ago. We have easy garlic, and this should another little quick skill here, Dashiell. So any kid can do this. Just kind of press it down, open up your garlic, close.
Nicely done. That's way better than I could have done it.
And then you can do it one more time, crush, expose your garlic. Let me just wipe my...
It's great. I have a feeling Dashiell likes the crushing stuff. He likes to crush and smash. Yeah, I can tell. I can see it in his face. See? I knew it. He does it very well, I have to say. How old are you two?
I'm 10.
You're 10? How old are you? You're 7? Well, you guys are really skilled for your ages, I have to say. I'm very impressed. And what's your favorite sauce? Do you like the tomato sauce the best, too? Is that your favorite? So now, to get to the tomato sauce, you crush the garlic.
Crush the garlic.
And then what do we do next?
And then it's really just chopping at this point. So Dash, you chop that with this knife.
Okay. See, are you good at this, Dashiell? Can you teach me how? Nice. Wow, you are good.
So you're just doing a rough chop. It's very simple, very straightforward. I wish our water would come up to a boil.
I know, sometimes it takes a little while.
Let me find that lid.
Good job. He just chopped that really well, and very safely. I guess there's a method to the madness of chopping, isn't there, Dashiell? You got to be really safe when you do it, huh?
Yeah, you want to kind of... One of the keys is to kind of keep your fingers like that, but he's got a hold of his knife. Okay. Very simply. And then with this, just chop your tomato. Do the same thing. Rough chop the tomato.
Just a little rough chop. And we just have about a minute before we have to go to break, so give our viewers a little bit of an idea of where we would go next in this process.
We'd warm up the saute pan, add a little extra virgin olive oil. It's a great opportunity to use extra virgin olive oil. It's the fullest flavor olive oil. Start to brown the garlic, then add the tomato. Start the pasta water, cook the pasta, take a little bit of the pasta water, add it to the sauce once we get to this state to kind of thicken it up, and then add the pasta, and then you can decide if you want to grate cheese on it or whatever.
Sure. You have to, what's your favorite way to do it, Fallon? With your pasta, do you like cheese? Do you like
cheese and tomato sauce.
Cheese and tomato sauce? Yeah, that sounds good. Same. What's your favorite kind of cheese?
Parmesan.
Parmesan. I like mozzarella.
True milk cheddar.
Well, hey, excuse me. This one, he's fancy. I like him. And let's remind all our viewers where they can find you.
At the Palace on Palace Avenue in Santa Fe, on the corner of Sandoval and Palace.
I love it. And we'll be rooting for you in the showdown. And yeah, keep on chopping. We're going to break. And if you want today's recipe, just log on to our website at casa.com. We'll be right back. Nicely done. Good job. Good job. Good job.
What?
You are so back in the kitchen, we're cooking with kids, and we're having a really good time. Kristen's joined us, and let's tell everybody again, Fallon, what we're making.
We're making pasta with tomato sauce.
Yes, with tomato sauce. And you guys are finished. I see you now cutting up the basil, which adds a nice little scent. It gives it a nice little, flavor. And yeah. So now, what's the final step before we get to the eating process?
So you've ground your garlic. You've added your tomatoes. You've started with olive oil.
Yes.
And now that's sautéing.
Okay.
We've added our pasta. We're cooking our pasta. And it's releasing its starch into the water.
Okay.
And we're letting it get nice and soft. It's taking a little bit of time. And then as that starts to kind of boil, we're adding a little bit of the pasta water to the sauce to help thicken it up. And this is a nice little restaurant trick.
That is a good trick. I like it. I'm going to try that one.
Because there's starch in there.
Yeah, there's starch and...
I think Dashiell has a question. What up?
Should I stop the basil?
Yeah, and we have our kids, my kids, working on the basil here, chopping up the basil that's going to give it a freshness to it. And
They're really good at this, and there is something
they're not
to cutting
afraid to move around the kitchen. I think that's another reason to teach kids how to cook, so they become comfortable in that environment. They realize what's dangerous, what's not dangerous. You know, boiling water, hot oil, all that jazz.
And you give them the right tips, and you give them the right steps, and you make it fun at the same time. Well, I just want to say that you guys have been so much fun. I'm so happy to have you here today. Of course, when the show's over, we're going to be eating this pasta. But we want to thank all of today's guests so much for joining us, and we want to remind you that if there's anything you need to know about today's show, all you need to do is log on to our website, including for this recipe, at Costa.com. Fallon and Dashiell, you guys are awesome. Thank you so much. I can't wait to eat this. I'm excited. Keep on shopping. I got some food to eat after the show. Joseph, thank you so much.
We got the pasta in the noodle. We got the noodles in the pasta sauce.
Yes, yes. And thank you so much. And wishing you tons of luck in the Chef Showdown. Have a great day, everybody. We'll see you tomorrow morning at 8 o'clock.
Yeah, see you then.
Good job. Okay, teach me how to chop. I'm the worst. It's like this. Is that how you put this on?